Hello, YouTube. You ever heard that saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future? Let's break it down. Now, if the whole suburban American dream, the cookie-cutter family with 2.4 kids and a couple of furry friends, is your jam, that's totally cool. But hey, if you're reaching for more, brace yourself. Your achievements won't soar beyond your loftiest dreams. Dreaming of $1 million? You won't settle for a mere $1.5 million. Eyeing $10 million or even $100 million. That's the spirit, but don't cap it there. And here's the real magic. If you're on a mission to transform 1 billion lives, that's your ticket to billionaire status and world-altering impact. Time? It's a currency you can't buy back. Your crew, they're the scriptwriters of your destiny. Curious why things might be a bit off track? Take a look at the squad you roll with. See, I've walked the path you're treading, doing the things you'd rather skip, but they're the steps you must take to claim your destiny. All right, let's dive into this a bit more. Ever wondered why things aren't going the way you want them to? Well, take a look around at the company you keep. If you're surrounded by a bunch of slackers and bummers, guess what? Your trajectory is probably heading in the same direction. Now, what if I told you that you could rewrite that narrative? Buckle up, because I'm about to share the secret sauce with you. Remember Ted Turner, the guy who threw that grand 75th anniversary bash for CNN? Yeah, him. He spilled some wisdom at that event. He spilled it right. He confessed that during the first decade of launching CNN, he actually slept on his office couch. Yeah, mega successful folks like him make sacrifices that most wouldn't dare to make. But hey, you don't need to snooze in your office to chase your dreams. Whether it's sending your kids to a stellar school or taking care of your folks in their golden years, money is a crucial ingredient. And speaking of inheritance, some big shots are saying no to passing on their wealth. It's like a power move. Andrew Carnegie, one of history's top dogs in entrepreneurship, even said that being born into poverty can be a golden ticket. Crazy, right? Let me break it down. Low self-esteem and lack of self-worth can trip up even the most determined seekers of success. You've seen it. Some folks parade around like champions after a couple of wins, but when they're in the room with the heavyweights, doubt creeps in. Was it all luck? They wonder. Now, I've been around the block a few times, and I can tell you that it's not about luck. It's about resilience. Let me spin you a yarn that begins with a bit of a rebellious youth. That's right, me. We're talking run-ins with the law and everything, and get this, my old man was a cop. But then something clicked. I took a leap and volunteered for the draft right in the middle of the Vietnam War. Off I went for military training, and let me tell you, that was a game changer. It felt like the ultimate test, a chance to size myself up against the rest. Oh, and speaking of measuring up, here's an eye-opener. A whopping 2/3 of the big shots running Fortune 500 companies have a military background. And you know what's even more intriguing? A bunch of them have a knack for martial arts. Why, you ask? Because those disciplines carve out focus and tenacity like nothing else. But here's the thing. A lot of successful folks have this sneaky feeling that they just stumbled into their achievements by accident. One of my star players, a cool $100 million earner, even confessed that he's unsure if lightning will strike twice. I had to set him straight. He made those bucks by his sweat, grit, and a sprinkle of strategy. I've tried and failed more times than I can count. And trust me, the first 100 million is just a drop in the bucket. But those failures, they're like gold mines of learning. Failures are tests. They're stepping stones to the real deal. Remember when your parents told you that you could be anything you want? Well, they weren't lying. But let's be real. You can't be a unicorn or an alien. Sorry to burst the bubble. But here's the thing. You can absolutely chase after what you're passionate about. Don't waste time on whims. Focus on dreams that light up your soul. Andrew Carnegie was onto something when he said that being born into poverty can be a blessing. It's like a blank canvas, and you're the artist. So, you want to get out there and conquer? Start by rubbing shoulders with the big dogs. Walk into stores where you feel like a fish out of water. Chat with lawyers and accountants, even if your wallet isn't overflowing. Trust me, they're more approachable than you think. If public speaking makes you want to run for the hills, join Toastmasters. I've been there, done that, from flunking out of college multiple times to starting with only $820 in my pocket. Success isn't just for the elite, my friends, it's for the determined. And here's the ultimate kicker. Practice success like your life depends on it. That Rolls Royce you can't afford? Go sit in it, smell the leather, dream big, and dream often. Because here's the truth. Within 19 months of me dreaming of a castle on an island, I owned Guthrie Castle. And those $1 million houses, I walked through them with confidence. And now I'm the buyer. You've got to believe it before you achieve it. But remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. Engineers would keep tweaking cars forever if they could, and the same goes for the digital world. Internet wizards want to test every button and color on a landing page, but the beauty of the online realm is that results are instant. Sometimes you just have to roll the dice and move forward. Mistakes? They're your stepping stones. Let your team fail and grow, and let them make decisions. That's how they learn. Measurement is your compass. And here's a fun fact. Before I had money, I'd stroll into Rolls-Royce dealerships and bask in the luxury. It's like living the success before it's even real. So there you have it, my friends. The path to success isn't paved with luck. It's paved with sweat, discipline, and daring to dream. Don't just be a passenger in your journey, be the driver. Surround yourself with go-getters, practice success, and embrace those mistakes like badges of honor. It's time to make your future as bright as your dreams. Remember, it's not about luck. It's about making the impossible possible. And hey, if you enjoyed this chat, if it sparked a fire in your belly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Join the journey of growth and transformation, and let's conquer those dreams together. And who knows, maybe one day we'll chat from my very own castle. Now that's a goal worth aiming for.